Hey up YouTube. So in this video today, well, I want to have a chat with you about what has been going on lately. So let's get on with it. So work wise, it's been busy and it's getting busier. Start of the month, the days were like you'd finish about 4 o'clock most days, 3 if I was lucky, and then it's getting where it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock now. And then at the same time, I'm taking on a bit bigger job or different jobs. So I might finish at 6 o'clock, but then I've got to go and get a trailer full of mulch. Or I might finish at 4 o'clock and I've got to go and get a trailer of mulch and then put the trailer back and then go back to do the work. Or, you know, flipping it round on its head, I might, finish completely, but I've still got to go to the container. I've got to get my van empty because I've got to clean the next day. And it's just stuff like that. And I want to just have a chat, like I said in this video, just about a few different bits and bobs, basically loads of different subjects, and also tell you what's coming up in the future, and then you can sort of see what we've got on the boil. So content wise, so I try and put a video up every Wednesday about the starting a business series. That's more van chat heavy slash centric, and also talking about the different subjects more in depth. And then Sunday I like to try and do, it's like in air quotes, like how do I put it, like a more action, a different thing. So something that's not van chat per se, but it's more like a bit more structured, a bit more edited, you know, a bit more, I don't want to say better because it's all subjective, isn't it? But that's the video I'm normally quite happy with, and I normally think, oh, it's, you know, put a bit of effort into it. So coming up in the future, there is a few different videos I've got coming up. Today's video is going to be a day of me. You can hear the church bells. Today is going to be me showing you or taking you along for a day in the life of me cleaning, and you'll see different jobs and my sort of thought process. And that's another thing. So I've got another video coming up where I did a big power washing job, and that should be quite interesting. And I always try and show, so especially with a power washing job, I focused heavily on the kit upgrades. So I've made one upgrade which is going to be a game changer, and I think will definitely help you. And then more so as well as the actual tidy down, because I think that is just as important. I think, yeah, you know, we all see these power washing videos where the bloke's power washing and, you know, he sprays something on the floor, it foams up, and then he power washes it, and then afterwards he's put a foam, and that's it. But there's so much more to that, and I think that's the difference between you getting a, you know, you're doing it a one-off or you're doing it every year, because people don't want to be coming out and washing down pot plants and ornaments and wiping the windows and the windowsills, you know, and you do your shitty them up. And that's the thing I've tried to show in the video, is not so much the middle juicy bits, but the before and the after, like the beginning and the end sort of thing. Because, and that's how I always try and structure my videos. I always try and do like a beginning, a middle and an end. That's where stories or customer moans, I always try and give you the full story, not just, oh, this woman's a boiler and I don't want to do it again. You know, I always try and explain why, and also the afters. And I try and do that with all my videos if I can. So content wise coming up, there is actually hopefully going to be some interesting stuff. So one video that's coming up, I'm getting rid of my quoting pad. And I'm changing the way that I do quotes, and hopefully it's going to be a more efficient and professional way. And I'm going to talk about that in the video as well, on why a quote is so important. A quote is, I think, is probably one of the most important things to take with you and to do on a job, even more so than public liability. Well, not as important as that, but you know, it's just as vital as having a van full of nice kit. Public liability, yeah, quote is so important, from a big job down to a small job. So I'll explain that in the video as well. Trailer, so I can imagine most of you are probably in the same boat as me, where we've probably just got a little trailer. I've got a little 6x4 trailer, and for me it's a perfect mix of what I need it for. But I'm going to upgrade it. I'm not going to get rid of it, but I'm going to throw, I think I'm going to budget £250, right? And I'm going to set myself a budget of 250 quid, and I'm going to upgrade, in air quotes, that trailer for that amount of money. And we'll see how it goes, but that's the sort of the plan for it. I want to spend a couple of, like 250 quid, and I want to upgrade this trailer, and I want to make this trailer the best it can be for my business. And you'll see what I mean as we go along, because it might be different, but we'll see as we go along. So that's the plan for the upcoming sort of video with the trailer. The container, I'm going to organise that as well. I've already got the racking, I've got cupboards, I've got shelving, I've got everything in there already, but I just need the time to do it. So once I've got the time, I'm going to do a you know, I've already filmed a before video showing its current layout, but I want to, like I said, I want to change it, and I want to make it so it's better for me, and hopefully a bit better for you as well, as then you might pick up some ideas. So quoting, trailer, and what was the other one? Container. Also, I want to do so as far as I know, and I've not personally emailed Mr. Still and asked, but my favouriteest mower in the whole wide world is the Still, I think it's the RM545. It's the petrol roller mower. It's not a 21, it's a 17, and that's the only two that they've ever done as far as I know. So, and again, as far as I know, Still, I've spoke to dealers. The dealers have said they've discontinued him. I can't find him on the Still website. You can still buy them, but as far as I know, they're discontinuing them in favour of getting, say, a small cordless roller mower, and I ain't up for that. I love me Still stuff, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't want a Still cordless roller just yet. I don't think the battery tech is there, you know, just, and also they have launched one, but they've put it on the AK battery platform, which I can't understand, but anyway. So that sort of rules me out from buying it, even if it was on the AP range. But I'm really happy with it. Now, basically, I've bought another one, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why I like this mower, basically, and also show you the differences between one that's done 4 seasons and one that's brand new, and also my thought process for buying it as well. So that'll be another video. Further down the lines, I don't know if it'll even be this year, but I'm starting to look at prices for it, and quoting, and speaking to people about it, and also making notes of jobs that I do this year. So I do quite a bit of power washing, and I'd like to do more of it, but the thing that really burns my bacon with power washing is the setup time. It's and I tried to show this in this power washing video, it's coming up. I've got to take everything out the van to fit my power washing gear in, and then once I get to a job, I pretty much have to take everything out to then be able to, you know, use it outside, because I can't just leave it running in the van, because it'll either flood it or, you know, monoxide me. And I don't want to leave the back doors open on the van, you know, it's just stuff like that. So what I'm thinking is at some point I'd like to get another trailer, a little trailer, whether it's, I'm looking at getting a little box trailer, and then basically mounting the power washer inside of that with a water tank, because that's another thing as well. You've got to wait till your water tank fills up before you can start power washing, especially if you've got crap water pressure. So I want to have this trailer mounted system, and I'm trying to look at all the jobs that I do, because the last thing I want is to be thinking, oh, I've done a year's worth of jobs and the parking access is terrible, or I won't be able to turn it around, or I won't have enough hose. But so far so good. I'm looking at the properties I do, and I've done a little separate thing, and all the jobs that I do, I'm thinking to myself, well, what's the access like? Can I park? Can I turn? You know, will I have enough high pressure hose? And that's another thing as well. I'll have to buy more high pressure hose, because obviously it's going to be stationary, but that's a problem for me to work out in the upcoming sort of future, shall I say. So those are the main bulk of videos. There is going to be more van chats, there's going to be more different sort of stuff, but quite often the content that I do, and I'm sure most YouTubers are like this, it's off the fly. It's stuff that, it's like that power washing video. I never had any intention of filming that, but I thought, oh, this would be quite interesting as well. It's same with the cleaning, and it's stuff that comes from out of nowhere sometimes that I think, oh, I'll do that, I'll film that. So yeah, also with YouTube, I am planning on doing a YouTube live probably once every month, and I'd like to do it at either, I'm thinking either the last Saturday, well, either the last Friday, the last Saturday, or last Sunday of every month, probably 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And the idea is that basically I will just jump on YouTube. So probably like this, I'll take my iPad and we'll just jump on YouTube, and I'll have some subjects to talk about. I've seen other YouTubers when they do lives where they can put pictures up on the live as well, so I'll have to look at that, and if I can do something like that, then that would be all the better really. I think that would make it quite interesting, but if not, I'm sure I can jerry rig something up. But then the idea is we can just basically, it's a virtual, you know, in quotes, virtual hangout. Just drop in, have a chat about whatever happening, whatever, you know, if you've got any questions you want answering, well, I'll do my best. And yeah, it's just a bit of a hangout really. So that's the plan coming up, so we'll see how that sort of goes. So yeah, other than that, April has brought with it, it's been a very good month sort of financially and also physically as well, because somebody asked me the other day about how I've gone on since the operation. I've gone on fine. There's been no, you know, in air quotes, there's been no problems, and I think it's caused by, I think that's caused, you know, I'm not having problems because I'm being sensible and I'm not taking any silly risks, or I'm not doing anything silly work wise. So, you know, it is working, it's doing what it needs to do. So have a good day guys. As usual, keep on gardening.